Lately, the YouTube algorithm has been showing me videos of three-time Trump voters who, claiming repentance, are expressing anger that they aren't being more quickly forgiven by those on the left. To all the three-time Trump voters out there, I don't feel sorry for you. You deserve the dogpiling you're getting in the comments section of the videos you chose to post. And no, I don't care if that hurts your feelings. If you voted for Trump a third time, you voted for Trump after he tried to unalive his own vice president during a coup he launched on the American government. You voted for him after he got impeached a second time. You voted for Trump after the FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago, a raid that resulted in classified documents being found in his bathroom. You voted for Trump after he was convicted of 34 felonies. You voted for Trump after he was found liable for doing non-consensual stuff to E. Jean Carroll. And this is what happened in the interim. Guess what else? If you voted for Trump in 2024, you didn't just ignore all the stuff he did in between his non-consecutive terms. You are being willful amnesiacs about everything he did in office after you voted for him the first time. Remember that time he threw paper towels at Puerto Ricans who lost everything in Hurricane Maria? Remember when it took him 3 days to denounce the racial terrorists who descended on Charlottesville, Virginia, and unalived Heather Heyer? Remember when he threatened to repeal Obamacare without telling you that most of you had Obamacare? And speaking of Obama, how about that time Trump falsely accused Obama of tapping his phones? Did you know that 1 million+ Americans died of COVID after Trump tossed out Obama's painstakingly assembled pandemic playbook? Trump appointed Neil Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court, and all three voted to overturn Roe v. Wade. How did you feel when you found out that Melania Trump gamed the immigration system to get an Einstein visa, a visa she was absolutely not eligible for? Exactly what did you tell yourself when Trump's links to the island guy were first reported on? What about that trade war with China that resulted in American farmers not being able to sell peanuts and soybeans to one of their largest markets? A lot of farmers went broke and unalived themselves after that. What about all the deranged tweeting in the early hours of the morning, the blatant lies during press conferences, the extremely high levels of staff turnover? Remember that time he tried to do a shakedown on Volodymyr Zelensky? Remember when he got impeached for trying to do that shakedown on Volodymyr Zelensky? Remember when he called Haiti a, quote, shithole country? And given all the uproar over the baby jails at the U.S.-Mexico border, I know you haven't forgotten all the migrant families separated from each other as they sought asylum. What about the time he, quote, fell in love with Kim Jong-un? Or his unapologetic dick riding of Vladimir Putin? And why was there even a first vote for Trump? It's been over 10 years since the Golden Escalator ride, but did you really forget Mexicans are grapists? Did you even get that border wall he promised you? Is Crooked Hillary in jail? Did any of you win so much that you got, quote, sick of winning? And exactly how did you justify the Access Hollywood tape or the wave of credible accusations against him after it leaked? Trump sure as hell didn't drain the swamp. In fact, he was one of the most corrupt presidents in U.S. history, not divesting of his business interests and making millions renting hotel rooms to the Secret Service as it provided protection to him. You knew how bad this guy was. The first time, the second time, and the third time around. You just didn't care. And I am willing to bet that a lot of you still don't care. My theory is that a lot of you regretful Trump supporters haven't divested yourselves of the bigotry, cognitive biases, religious fundamentalism, or naked hatred of leftists that got you into this mess. But you are upset that people you care about, family members, friends, co-workers, neighbors, clients, have cut you off for good over this, and you're starting to feel lonely. Or you finally realized that the president doesn't control gas prices, if you ever truly believed that in the first place. You've also realized that Trump wouldn't help you with the cost of living crisis, even if he could. He's a rich guy looking out for other rich guys. He never cared about you. And some of you are just looking for excuses to keep supporting the same regressive policy initiatives and political movements that got us all into this mess. The left's justifiable cynicism, anger, and disgust over your late awakening is just the excuse you need to not leave reactionary politics behind. You'll line up behind a smarter, more professional, much less embarrassing Republican candidate who will do everything Trump does in a much more deniable fashion. So cry louder. I'll just tune you out. I,